Hello there, my name is Damien and I'm a public speaking coach, and I help performers overcome public speaking nerves and anxiety related to speaking or performing in public. In today's video I want to talk about this concept that actually performing or speaking in public is supposed to be enjoyable. For those people who suffer from public speaking anxiety, it can literally be the worst fear that they experience. Now, the symptoms that accompany public speaking anxiety, including a rapidly beating heart, a thumping chest, a dry mouth, shaking hands, these can all be overwhelming. As well as these physical symptoms, there are often mental symptoms, such as a racing mind and negative thoughts, imagining the worst that can happen in the public speaking event. This on the whole means that for many with public speaking anxiety, performing or speaking in public is a really unenjoyable event. It's overwhelmingly a negative experience for most, and something they don't want to do, and something they certainly do not enjoy. However, it is important to remember this very important point. Public speaking, especially performing, is not supposed to be so anxiety-inducing. In fact, it could be argued that it's actually supposed to be enjoyable. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's take a situation where a person has chosen to speak in public. They haven't been asked by their workplace or, somebody else. It's something they've chosen to do. This may be in the form of a stand-up comedian, a musician, somebody giving a talk about something that they love. In these scenarios, public speaking is not supposed to fill you with complete anxiety and dread. Musicians and actors and performers are supposed to enjoy their speaking events. That's the whole reason they do it. And if it's not enjoyable, it's just worth noting that the focus and the understanding of what a person is doing on stage has been lost. Now let's take the situation where, and this probably applies to most people, they haven't actually chosen to speak in public, but they've been asked to speak in public, maybe by a work boss or a colleague, or maybe they've been asked to give a speech at a wedding. In this scenario, it would be easy to conclude that because you haven't chosen to speak in public, then it would be ridiculous to suggest that the speaking event could be enjoyable. But I also suggest here that speaking in public, even in a work meeting or a best man speech, should not be anxiety provoking and should be somewhat enjoyable. Now, many of those with public speaking anxiety will really reject this idea. They'll resist the idea that they can stand up and actually enjoy speaking in public, when at the moment it's something that they dread. Now, of course, it takes much time and many techniques to get to a point where we can enjoy speaking or performing in public. But the point I'm making is just that we need to start remembering we're not supposed to feel as if we're going to the dentist to get teeth pulled out when we're standing or speaking in front of colleagues. Public speaking isn't dangerous. It may feel dangerous, but it's not physically something that can harm us. Our mind is working overtime and coming to faulty and erroneous conclusions about what we're doing. So the best thing to do is start remembering this isn't supposed to feel so dreadful. And if it is, we can just ask ourselves, what am I focusing on that's making me feel this much dread? Because certainly it cannot be a public speaking event alone that brings up these feelings. It's all the associations with it as well. So, from now until your public speaking event, ask yourself, what am I focusing on that's bringing up so much dread? And is there anything about my public speaking speech or performance that I can look forward to and enjoy? We'll go into this in more detail in future videos. Please like and subscribe to this video if you found it helpful, and share it with those who you think may benefit. Until next time, thank you.